Hello, everyone. This is your angel coach, Dr. Eveangel Savage. I haven't seen you all in a while. I've been in the past couple scopes. I've been talking a little bit about some of the social concerns that we have been, or that should be at the forefront of all of our agendas. But today, I want to give a big shout out. And I'm giving a big shout out to a very special person whom I have seen grow by leaps and bounds. And that is Metisia Wooten. Metisia Wooten is, I met, I want to say 3 years ago. And she began to, we met on a consult, and she wanted to begin some things in the nonprofit industry and then branch, to grow her business. And at the same time, we were both in a nonprofit space, and I was, of course, developing in my for-profit industry, and began to work with her on a small level. And over the last couple of years, we have both grown by leaps and bounds and complemented each other in our services. Hey there, good to see you. We're talking today, we're congratulating Metisia Wooten on her brand new book that just came out. Brand new book, and it's called wait a minute, let me see if I can get this right. It's called I shall, I will, I must. I got to get it right. Hold on. Anyway, while I pull that up, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Metisia and all the great things I've seen her do. And last year, I launched Audacity to the community. I had been working for 2 years with my company and building my brand and, building the enterprise that it is today. And so last year I was encouraged by the group to launch Audacity to my local community, since I was doing more of a global, working more on a global platform. And Metisia was one. I did something different in my community. I did something called a mock Shark Tank. I am an angel, so I tweet about angel investment. I tweet about business principles that will get you in front of investors. I help people build business that will get them in front of investors. So I do business primarily from the perspective of an angel investor. And that's why I am an angel. And I started out my own business actually from the for-profit industry by giving and looking and scouting out startups that I felt needed. I knew that the individual was a good fit for the industry, and I watched their progress, and I knew that they would do well, but they needed a little support. And that's what angels do. Angels are there to follow you, to help you implement your programs, to help you thrive in the space after they have made and committed to buying into your cause or to your business. And so last year I came out and I launched and decided that I was going to give an experience, because we can have launches and socials and networks and yada yada yada, and at the same time I felt compelled to do something different. And last year I had a mock Shark Tank. Now granted, I follow Shark Tank every single night. I tweet about it, I study it, I study investments. And that's what I talk about, because I feel like if we're going to position ourselves, then we should position ourselves for the very best. Well, Metisia happened to be one of the persons who volunteered to go before my volunteer mock shark sharks, where I selected community leaders to serve on a panel to give advice to my volunteers who decided they wanted to participate in this particular experience. And I must say, it was a great experience. There were some things I walk away and would do differently, but overall, I think it was a great experience that got great publicity. But most of all, the catch-all is that Metisia was able to then progress based on the advice that she received and of course, her tenacity to move forward, that she was able to progress to our local city's community. It wasn't called a mock Shark Tank, but it was a women in business opportunity where she was able to go before